Greetings, Exalted Ones. My name is Carmine, and I just got done reading the book Star Wars Aftermath by Chuck Wendig. I read it all in one day and sent it back right after I was done with it for a full refund. The book was not that great. Now, before I continue with this video, let me just say that I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I have been for a very long time. It's one of my favorite series, but I'm not afraid to criticize it. If you want someone who will praise everything Star Wars to high heaven, then this isn't the video you're looking for. I know a few YouTubers who fuck themselves with a lightsaber vibrator, and I can give you some names if you're looking for that type of thing, but you won't find it here. If I had to give this book a rating, it would be maybe a 3 out of 5, and it barely gets that rating, and I'll tell you why. To sum it up, the book is not a bridge to Episode 7, but it starts the building blocks to that bridge, and here's the reason why. Remember the last 10 minutes of Episode 3 when the whole film basically started setting up the bridge to Episode 4? It doesn't fully construct that bridge, but it starts the building of the bridge with baby Luke on Tatooine and the construction of the Death Star. Yeah, this book is basically the last 10 minutes of Episode 6. For those of you who are casual readers and are fans of Star Wars, then I would recommend waiting a while for someone to upload the full summary of the book to the Star Wars Wikipedia. But if you're someone who loves to eat your dinner in full Stormtrooper armor, then this is the book for you. Now, to save you the $10 you'd be wasting on this thing, here are the 3 most important things you need to know about this book that actually stands out and would better help you understand The Force Awakens. Number 1, Mon Mothma is the stupidest character in the entire Star Wars universe. Yes, even more so than Jar Jar. Once she was known as the other female in the original trilogy, but now I must give her the title once held by that shitty CGI rabbit. There is one point in the novel where she is looking at all the destruction left behind during the fighting with the Empire. One of her bodyguards says how this isn't their fault and that the Empire is losing its grip over these systems. Then she says that the war isn't over yet, but once it's officially done, the New Republic will cut its military by 90%. That's right, they're on the verge of defeating the Imperial Remnant, and once all that is done, they will reduce their military power to only a handful of people. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I don't even think the old EU did that, and it makes no sense. She goes on to say, and I quote, "It is vital we demilitarize our government so that a galactic war cannot happen like this again." She goes on to say that the 10% of their military remaining will go towards peacekeeping missions, and that their efforts will also go towards the training of militaries of other worlds, so that everybody is equal, and there can be a true galactic alliance. While that idea is admirable, it leaves open so many possibilities to outside invasion from a new enemy. Which brings me to number 2. Some of the Empire's forces have begun retreating into Uncharted Space. During the book, there is a secret meeting with some of the Empire's higher-ups. Admiral Rey is there to provide security for the meeting. She notes that all these guys are doing is bickering amongst each other, and none of them can agree on what to do. One of Palpatine's closest advisors has an idea. He says that before his death, Palpatine sent men and women into Uncharted Space to research the dark side of the Force. Palpatine had these people build bases and laboratories beyond their galaxy, and that if they want to survive the onslaught of the New Republic, they should round up all remaining forces and go there. Most of the Moffs laugh at him, of course, and say they won't run away like scared children. The advisor says that Palpatine felt that his power came from somewhere beyond the edges of the galaxy, and that they should go there. Once again, nobody listens to him, and towards the end of the book, we learn something pretty chilling, actually. The meeting was a trap by another admiral, someone who could match up to Palpatine's intelligence and ruthlessness. He set the trap up to eliminate his competition from the other Moffs and take most of the remaining forces into unknown space. This makes sense to me for Episode 7 with the First Order and the Resistance. The New Republic plans to eliminate the remaining Imperials and reduce their numbers by 90%. What they don't know is that some of the Empire's forces have left the galaxy. What if the New Republic takes out some of the remaining Imperials left in the galaxy, de-arms themselves, and then is caught off guard by the new Empire, under the name of the First Order, who is able to sweep across the galaxy with ease? While in Uncharted Space, they could lick their wounds, research more technology, and come out ahead when they return. It makes sense to me. I can see this happening, and it also has elements from the old EU. In the Old Republic MMO, the Sith Empire comes from unknown space to wage war on the Republic. There is a cool cinematic trailer called Return from the Old Republic game that you guys should definitely check out, and it would definitely make sense. But moving on to the final takeaway from this novel, references to the Knights of Ren. There is a short story in the novel that tells of a merchant who is somehow able to get Darth Vader's lightsaber and put it up for sale. These three mysterious people come to buy it, and when the merchant asks who they are, they say they are acolytes of the beyond. The guy asks if they are fanatics, but they brush him off. When he sells it to them, he asks what they're going to do with it, to which they respond that they will destroy the weapon so it can be with its master in death. It's very ominous, but also a nice little tidbit. The book has other stories in it, of course, one about Boba Fett's armor and how Jawas have gotten a hold of it, and one about Han Solo planning to liberate the Wookiee homeworld. Nothing really major, and they don't stand out as much and have little information. But as always, leave your thoughts below. Do you think the Knights of Ren really bought Darth Vader's lightsaber? What about the Imperials who fled into unknown space? Do you think they'll become the First Order and come back to fuck shit up? Leave your thoughts below and spread this video out there to every Star Wars forum or group you can find. Let's get this discussion going, because our love of Star Wars, it surrounds us and it binds us together, and it's just the start of the discussion. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, a baba booey to you all.